There are all sorts of theories about motivation, which we can refer to when we talk about how to engage students in the learning process. But there are some simpler ways of looking at it as well, which are just based on human understanding. And one of them is that people learn best if they are involved and actively involved in the learning process. So some simple things which any teacher can do is to make sure that nobody is left out in the class, make sure that groups are formed which allow everybody to have a chance to take part actively in the lesson, that in whole class sessions, the teacher uses simple techniques of eye movement to make sure that students are staying involved in what's going on. And above all, I think that the lessons themselves have hooks in them of one sort or another. It could be an interesting text, it could be an enjoyable activity which everybody takes part in, but hooks that bring the learners in to the process all the time. And then importantly, for the teacher to be ready at any time to read the students' faces and expressions, and to be able to note who is involved and who's not involved, and to think on their feet about ways of re-engaging people who during a lesson may have drifted off. And the final point in relation to this for me is all to do with feedback. Students are actively engaged if they are asked their opinion about a learning experience. And no teacher should be afraid of doing this with their students. They should regard students as partners in the learning process, which means that the students have an absolute right to voice their opinions on the effectiveness of a lesson or a particular unit of teaching.